October 20th, 2017. Dana, your host, thenuclearproctologist.org. We are here to do battle for those who refuse to fight for their own lives. We're here to fight for the 8 million species that cannot fight and can't speak the language, so they got no say. Or what's the point of being on the planet? If we're the stewards of the planet, when do we start becoming the stewards of the planet, I wonder? Or is it more important to sit there in self-satisfaction your whole life, doing whatever gives you pleasure? Is that life? Because I'm definitely missing life. There's no pleasure, there's no joy in anything I do. There never will be, there never was. It's only sadness and grief and heartache and heartbreak. And that's what I lull myself to sleep with every day. And so I don't know what reality people live in, and I don't care. It's up to them what they do, right? Just none of my business. My business is to make sure they can have whatever reality they want. Right? That's how I basically see it. My reality is I have to use my voice, my knowledge, and my influence, and my common sense that the world is blindly sleepwalking in a hell. And hell is coming at them faster than they can even conceive. When we see headlines where Tokyo tea leaves have 2,700 becquerels a kilogram of radioactive cesium picked by children, we have lost the plot. When we pick up 30 million one-ton bags, it's unequivocal that we have definitely lost the plot. When school grounds are so contaminated, the children and the staff, according to the idiot box, gotta wear hats and gargle because their counterparts ran away and left everything behind. Therefore, they'll be okay if they listen to the idiot machine. You run away and leave your grocery shops, your hospitals, your supermarkets behind. You send your children to the most radiated places where even you won't go. Colossal blunder. It was beyond expectations. The straw would become a source of radioactive contamination. Really. When you ran away and you left your animals behind, you were surprised when the ground and the straw became contaminated. Whatever gets you to sleep at night is my response. 75% of Fukushima, 300,000 children. Well, Daniel, North Korea got concentration camps. You got no idea that you're the most gullible person on the planet. If you worry about North Korea, even a little tiny bit. Even if you follow the news once in a while about North Korea, you're actually as gullible as a shoe. Okay, that's not a very good example. You're extremely susceptible to brainwashing if you think that's a realistic and you're not worried about the American machine. See, you pick up 30 million one-ton bags, but you don't put the trees in the bag. You don't get the pollen that comes from the trees and put them in the bag. You don't get the spores from the mushrooms and put them in the bag. You don't put the bacteria in the bag because it's already dead. Professor in Oregon, radiation from Fukushima exceeds Chernobyl. Now the level unknown to humans and machine. Human rights violations? World life violation? We see all the whales now are either dead, dying, or emaciated and starving to death. This is unprecedented. 30 million one-ton bags from 4 buildings. How did we get to this? Where are our heroes? Where are our superstars? Where are our kings and our queens? Where is our justice departments? Where is our embassies? Nobody seems to be interested in looking at the worst event this planet has ever seen. Everybody seems interested in pretending that it's never happened, it's absolutely positively okay, and people should send their children to the most radiated places on the planet, but not theirs. They'd never send theirs, but they got no problem saying you should send your kids there. Well, we picked up 30 million bags, but the people who picked it up, who were they? Was that Harvard and Stanford universities or Oxford universities or Yale universities? Were they there supervising, managing? Or was it the mob, the Kuzus? Was it the homeless and the destitute and the victims of society and the immigrants? You can bet every nickel it was. Imagine a high school and a daycare so contaminated that you have Geiger counters there. Microreceivers is how you trick everybody. Counts per minute is how you would count. And this is, oh my God, what you're looking at. That's oh my God. That's when you say, oh my God, whatever it is you say when your breath is taken away. When when just fending curiosity doesn't work because your brain is lit. Well, we had a small late boss down at the plant and say, okay, I'm going to come down there. I'll be down next week. I'm on vacation. You come home and you see football field pitches of bags of radiation from the fallout. That every one of these bags are beyond any dirty bomb that they fear-mongered you for 74 years about, particularly in the last. There's no terrorist could do this to your country. We're recreating Fukushima again because they're burning it in the incinerator, not this stuff. No. Now we raised no money, no big surprise. No, the world doesn't even give a fuck about the planet. Just a handful of people. That's it. Everybody else is sleepwalking into hell. And so all I got is gathered up is 8,200. If I buy a boat for 8,000, I can't even pay the taxes. If I sell the other boat, then I don't got a boat. Like the liveaboard that we're planning on getting, but probably not going to get, but planning on getting, was supposed to be a base station. But I got so many people all over the place coming at me who think I should sell the Zodiac. Like when I got arrested, everybody wanted me to sell the Zodiac, yeah? When I wanted new equipment, everybody wanted me to sell the Zodiac. When I wanted... Every time we have a crisis, the solution for everybody is to sell, or not everybody, but a lot of people is to sell the Zodiac. Danny, you should sell the Zodiac. But why build such a complicated operation and then sell it on the drop of a hat? Because you're not solving a problem. Now you're creating a problem. Now I got to do everything in a sailboat. Like, do you actually understand going on the ocean? I got people out there suggesting I buy a 23, 24-foot boat because they're cheap. What are you talking about? What planet are we on, folks? We're talking about the Pacific Ocean, the Royal West Coast, one of the 27,000 islands where I can get pummeled. I'm only doing this because I don't know how else to do it because I can't raise the money to do it right. So I'm suggesting to buy a sailboat as a desperate attempt to be able to go complete the expedition again. That's just my attempt to have a base station. I needed the big Zodiac so I can shoot from different directions. If I got to get up every morning and take a sailboat at 5 kilometers an hour, 6 kilometers an hour, and navigate it through all the rock piles all day long to get out into the wild west coast, I'm not going. Why would I go? That's suicide. I'll be dead in a week or two, for sure. There's no way I'm going to survive it. We built this thing so it'll always come back. So the data would always come back. So Dana would always come home. That was the idea of that boat there. That was the safest boat I could find. And we went up on the rocks on that. If I go up on the rocks in the sailboat, I'd lose everything. All the equipment, all the hard work, everything. It's gone. If I go up on the rocks in this, I'm okay. I'm going to be, like the last couple of times, shit-baked, terrified, traumatized for a few days, months. But I'm either going to go up in the rocks and jump ashore, or go up in the rocks, get the engine work, and come back off the rocks like the last couple of times. This thing, as soon as the water comes up, this thing flies up in the air. A sailboat will be full of water. It's just going to, when it goes up in the rocks, it leans over because it's got a big keel, so it can't sit on its bottom. That can sit on its bottom. It's a flat bottom. It's bulletproof. And so, like all the people out there that's suggesting over and over to do that, there's nothing I can change that because there's so many people coming on board all the time. They don't understand. And I'm not very eloquent when it comes to talking to people because I can't talk to so many people all the time that I don't know nothing about. They don't know me, but they got this strong will that I should do something because in their head it makes sense. They don't understand, but in their head well, why don't you just sell the boat, Dana? Why don't you shut up? Why don't you fucking just shut up and leave me alone? Do you got any idea how much stress I'm under? Why are you doing that to me? Like, how am I going to have an operation if every time I got a hiccup, I got to sell everything I got because you think that's a solution to that's how you live your life. When you got an issue, you sell everything you got around you to get through that, and then you spend 5 or 10 years to rebuild your life. I don't think that way. We're here to get a job done, to go out and investigate the coastline in British Columbia. And it's hellish. So, like, every day is hell for me. Out there. I don't want to be out there. Who would want to do what I'm doing? Nobody wants the job. Who wants to raise the money to go pull it off and make it back each day? You got, like, do you know what a sailboat is? See, so most people here think of a sailboat, they think of this romantic thing. They live in this life that doesn't make any sense to the real people who experience that world, who live in that world. So first off, the only reason I'm able to do any of this is because I got fast boats and I'm able to get there and get the job done. Taking a sailboat and bombing along the coastline when doing it in a Coast Guard Zodiac. The very Zodiac they're going to send to rescue me if I have a problem, people want me to sell and get rid of. Doesn't make sense to me. We got this so I can come home. So I can find home. But I understand where everybody's coming from because they hear it in my voice that I'm desperate to raise the money to go do the job. And so their suggestion is, well, sell one boat to get another boat. And I absolutely hear what you're saying and where you're coming from, but it's too much. I don't tell you how to do your job. Don't tell me how to do my job, for goodness sakes. I've already got 15,000 miles under my belt. I'm burnt out. I don't want to do it again. This is the last thing I want to be doing, is going out and taking on the entire coastline. Anybody has these romantic or these fantasies about what I do, and there's no bands playing when I leave, and there's no celebration when I come back, okay? I get 6 gag orders, and the whole time I'm gone on the ocean, I'm going to be vilified and demonized and attacked. I'll be smeared like they did in the media, and like they did the last times on these expeditions, where I was eviscerated. There was no one there to protect me, no one there to stand up for me. There was no media out there to celebrate it. But I still got to go do it no matter if everybody hates me. I still got to go do what I got to go do. I still got to go out and do those species counts. Even if everybody's just sick of me. Oh, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of you, I don't like your fucking attitude, whatever. I don't blame you. Look, the person who does with this, that's the package we come in. Where it's rough around the edges because it's a rough day every day, a miserable day every day, and nobody sees that, nobody understands that, nobody gets that. Going in for 6 months on the ocean by myself to document an extinction event, there's nothing to look at on the beaches, it's naked. There's no birds around, there's no mammals around, there's no fucking whales around, there's no porpoises around, there's no animals around. And you got to keep it together, and you got to go out there, and you got to make it happen. You got to document it, you got to tell the story. Even if no one wants to hear the story, you got to get out there and tell that story. You got to put this whole operation together, you got to make it happen. And you got to tell that story, no matter what. Right? That's how this works. You can't... I can't let everybody's negativity, inability, incapable, because to understand what I'm saying, to appreciate the gravity of where I'm coming from. So this is the newest nightmare that I pumped together. This one is 30 feet long, and it'll take every nickel I got. I got no money left over, and I probably don't got enough to actually pay for it. They want $10,000 for it. And I offered them 8, and they're interested, so I'm going to go look at it. It has all the attributes that I'm hoping for. And you can't see it, I'm sure, but these are very tiny boats, okay? But this is a tall sailor, it could do the job. It's nothing spectacular, but it's spectacular, trust me. So that's a table you see right there. That's pretty cool. And so that's a diesel heater on it. This had a $25,000, but it's slow, it's sluggish. What normally takes me 1 day will take me 6 days. What normally takes me 1 week will take me a month. I'll be by myself, I'll be bored out of my fucking trees. I have very tiny support at best. Most people won't give a fuck about me. And I'll be lost at sea in the worst conditions imaginable. And all I'll have, if I listen to everybody, I'll never survive it. If I do what I'm supposed to do, I have a chance. You think it looks great, I hear you. I do too. It's way better than what I had before, isn't it? See that stove? Little heater, diesel stove? That's fantastic. And so these people had about quite a long time. They're localized, close by me. And so that's across from the stove. You can see the stove to the right. And the head of that is like a bunk, a forward bunk. There's just across, that's right alongside the stove on the same side, storage. And you got a bathroom. A super amazing, everything there. But you got no power. I got a tow. Even to go up the coast takes forever. Everything takes forever. You're talking about going 50 miles across the ocean in a little dinky that travels at 5 kilometers an hour. Basically, when you're towing everything with you. And if I towed a little Zodiac, so you gotta go because so the little sailboat, the idea that was I can carry everything because I got so much more now than I had before. And it doesn't burn very much fuel. It has a diesel engine in it. And the boat weighs about 11,000 pounds, the other one, and there's about 7,000 of that is in the keel. They're the Catalina 30. There's about 7,000 of those made. They're very reliable, very nice boats, very comfortable boats, but they're not for what I'm doing. Like, they're pointless for what I'm doing outside of. They give me shelter, they give me comfort, they give me some normalcy every day, but that's it, just some. But that's a big trade-off, because to use the boat, I got to be outdoors all day long, exposed to the weather. So not only am I going to be on the beaches doing the surveys at the low tide, being soaking wet all day. If I got to move the liveaboard, it's going to be, no matter, even if it's a perfect day, it's still going to be outdoors in the elements where I don't want to be. And that's the trade-off I'm kind of willing to make. And I need a 34 or 36 foot boat by rights. But a 30-foot boat, 11 ton, 11,000 pounds, that can tug the Zodiac that we worked so hard to build, so hard to turn it into a weapon to use. We worked so hard. And if I have an accident, that same Zodiac is the Zodiac that Coast Guard will send out to try to rescue me. And so many people have asked me to sell it, or told me to sell it, or implied I should sell it, or chastised me for not selling it to raise the money for some comfort. I would rather keep that, if that's the case, if that's how everybody feels. And because there's only a very tiny few people that have donated, I can't pick favorites with people. Anybody that puts me in that position is not able to understand it. Whether they donated or not, I'm going to blow them off, because I don't have time to argue or to even try to have a conversation with anybody when I got so many comes at me. For 3 days now? And I just, like, do you understand what I'm fucking doing? Do you think it's like everything is hunky-dory? He'll be okay, he's drifting from one place, he's on a big vacation. You people are, like, what I'm doing, I'm making it 10 times more complicated by getting the little sailboat that I can't afford to get anyway, that I'm stupid for even thinking I can. I'm an idiot for trying. I'm a dummy for hoping, for dreaming, obviously. It's the bare minimum. And I'm probably going to end up with it at some point, I'm sure of it. Because I can't stand the thought of being exposed like I was the last time for 260 days. And when I'm gone, I'm going to be assaulted nonstop on the internet and eviscerate everything about me. I don't think the world will ever understand what was done to me. 6 gag orders. 6 gag orders. I struggle for every step of the way, and everybody's solution is, well, just sell the boat, Dana. You need toilet paper, sell the boat. You want this, Dana? Why ask for money? Sell the fucking boat. The only reason we're doing anything is because we got the boat. And look what we went through to have it and get it. Look at the torture done to me. Look at what they've done to me over that fucking boat. The damage will never be undone. Oh, you gotta go get the documentation, Dana, sell that damn boat, get yourself a sailboat. I should. Sell the boat, go get a whole bunch of heroin and just fucking chase the dragon. Boats. To get the boat, I gotta find money, then. So overwhelming. Everybody hates me. Everybody attacks me constantly. Everybody wants to fight with me. Everybody gotta have a go at me. Everybody gotta have their say. Everybody gotta impose their fucking will on me. I'll donate $100, but you've gotta listen to my shit first. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And for what? So I can help you. Because you won't do your job? Because you won't go do it yourselves? Because you won't even look at it? You can't appreciate it? You can't use your voice? You don't want anybody to know you're there? You don't want to rock your boat? Let's rock Dana's boat. I'm just fucking worn out. But I got no choice. It's got to get done. Who's going to go do it? Who's going to go do it? If I don't do it, it'll never be done, right? If I don't even suggest to do it, it'll never even be suggested. The coastline is naked. It's naked. Not little naked, not kind of naked, not maybe, but naked. Stripped from the Fukushima fallout. Stripped from the Fukushima nuclear fallout. Let's keep going. Sucks when I can't get anything to work in. If I can go in the ocean, at least I won't have to work 23 hours a day to try to bring something to the table each day and talk, have a conversation. So it's like a soap opera. I get that. Oh, let's go see what Dana's poor bastard predicament he got himself into this time. Oh, look at him. He's trying to get a boat and go out in the ocean. How cute. Dana, you're already out there. There's nothing left. Why are you going back out? Because somebody got to do it. And if I don't do it now, everybody's like, Dana, do it in the spring, Dana. It's too rough out there. You do it in the fucking spring. Wait, you want me to wait now until the spring? And then I'm going to lose next year. So that, what? We should wait, just let the ocean die, finish dying, then go again, Dana? Doesn't that make more sense? Why not torture yourself, watch everything dying? It's like if I listen to everybody, chest in, stomach in, chest out, chin up, shoulders back, sit up straight. Don't slur your words. Don't you have an accent? Get rid of that accent. You gotta wear a tie, you gotta wear a suit. What are you playing music for? How come you're working at that time? Can't you do it at a better time? I'm not around at that time. What country are you in? What difference does that make? Well, because I've got people from all over the world telling me the same thing, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, it's simple. I'm here to go battle. I'm at war with the nuclear industry. This is pretty straightforward. It's pretty obvious if you know me at all or anything about me. If you hung around for an hour, half an hour, then you're probably getting a little idea. This guy is like, he's all over the place, but he fucking hates nuclear. No. I hate the destruction, the death of the planet. I don't know why everybody else is, but I hate the death of the planet, okay? Research is too frightened to get closer than 100 kilometers from the meltdown after seeing radiation. It's quite shocked. Yeah, really? You can't go back to your graveyards. But then he should sell the Zodiac so he can get a liveaboard and go out and fuck around on the ocean pretending he's a fucking hero. I'll never be a hero. I never said I was going to be a hero. I never said I wanted to be a hero. I never said I am a hero. I never said I would be a hero. It's the opposite, isn't it? 6 gag orders, everybody fucking hates me. No one will talk to, I mean by that, nobody will actually cover me in the media. None of the activists will cover me. None of the big organizations is what I mean by that will mention my fucking name. None of the big mouthpieces on YouTube, outside of nuclear, even in nuclear, just a handful will mention me, and I get that, right? I'm just like, where would Greenpeace be if no one supported them? They didn't fight the same way I did to get where they're to. To get started is what I mean by that. They didn't fight, they didn't get attacked the same way I did. They were giving straight out, they were giving big 300-foot boats and fucking float planes and helicopters and endless Zodiacs. They were giving millions of dollars every single month. The people for decades done everything they could to pump their names out there, rallying in the street for them. Everybody went to bat. And I've seen like connotations of that for me. But we haven't seen the big movement because the industry came out and assaulted and destroyed, attacked me while I was gone on the ocean. I'm heading back out on that ocean, and because it's hard to imagine anything more frightening than 5-year-olds marching off to irradiated school playgrounds. And in North America, the kids don't have the Geiger counters. But the fact that they're willing to do this to our planet, pick up 30 million bags to trick people into moving back in. So nuclear has to go. No maybes, no buts. They gotta go. And they gotta be held accountable. They're not getting away with it. I don't give a fuck. They're not getting away with it. Radiation hotspots found in Tokyo. Yeah, 30 million bags in the country. Oh, no radiation in Tokyo. We got a stupid amount of radiation in Tokyo. The numbers are changing all the time, but it's one thing is obvious, it's extraordinary numbers. University radiation test, 56 microsieverts, and 20 times higher than the official numbers at the government building. But see, microsieverts is how they lie to you. A single extra what they call a microsiever, is about 150 counts per minute of radioactive atoms. 150 radioactive atoms floating around. If you breathe one in, right by you, per minute. So say cubic feet roughly. Think about this. You abandon everything. You run away and leave everything behind because there's 30 million one-ton bags of evidence. How many bags of evidence do you take to your trials? A couple of bags, right? How about 30 million one-ton bags? 27,000 becquerels a kilogram of cesium in kindergarten on the west coast of Japan. So if my Geiger counter went 20, and I don't even have a Geiger counter that's working anymore because we got everything put into trying to get up the coastline. I think I should just fucking give it all up. I'm just so tired of asking. And asking means everybody gets to take advantage of me. Everybody gets to attack me. Everybody gets to smear me. Everybody gets to put their own fucking spin on what you should do. You should do this. Why don't you go fucking do it? What's the point? And me doing something when everybody got I got a better idea. Sell this, sell that. Every time I got a problem, sell everything you got. I needed a lawyer. Sell the Zodiac. Sell it. No matter what it is, sell it. It's like everybody hates the Zodiac. Oh, you don't need it. Sell it. You're going to get a little yacht. Sell it. I don't want the yacht. I was only considering getting it so I can have some shelter for a fucking change, somewhere to lie down for the next 6 months. It just seems so hopeless every day. Every day is such a hopeless day for me. But yet I get up and I do the best I can. But it's hopeless. But yet year after year, I'm still here pounding, grounding away. And because I can't turn it off, I can't switch off. And not like everybody else, I just can't switch it off. I can't go away. This is my life. This is what I do 24 hours a day. And all I ask is just to fucking give me some fucking freedom. Give me some liberty. I got 6 gag orders already choking me to fucking death with another 900-pound gorilla of fucking stuff the court stuck on my back anyway. besides the gag order, right? I'm not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to do that. I had to get probation lifted so I can go out on the fucking ocean. I'm not even allowed to carry a knife unless I'm on my boat. I can't even go out in the garden and pick dandelions. But you're okay, right? I struggle. And once in a while I raise a couple $100. Once in a while I raise a few thousand. Then I say, you know what? Let's go get a sailboat. Fuck it. Which was stupid. It was idiotic of me. Because that always stops. You need the extra money to get a real boat. You'll never get it. You always got to take something fucked up. You always got to settle for garbage. A little boat looked pretty good to me. You're talking about Dana, really? Do you know what the fucking ocean is? Do you get any idea how bad it goes out there for people that are not prepared or underprepared? Or do you even understand what I'm fucking doing? Like, I'm so tortured with this. And what am I supposed to do? Everybody's right. I should sell the boat. Fund the whole operation. Fuck off up there. And then just knock myself silly trying to get a job done that is now became 10 times harder to do than it already is. And it's fucking nightmarish hard to get done in the first place. To go out, get in those islands, find a spot, beat the weather. Like there's so much going on there. You don't even want to get on a beach for several days. You're burnt out because you made it there. You're everything is everywhere on the boat. Everything is upside down. Everything is soaking fucking wet. Or everything is not where it's supposed to be. Is typical to be expected. Time he sorts everything out, get everything back into his place. What do you want to do? You want to go on the beach and look for species? You want to go to fucking bed? And then what? You got to get up and go do some work. Can't miss the tide. Because this is not going to go away. Every time it rains in our country, we kill a little bit more of the Pacific. Every time it snows in the country, we're killing a bit more of the Pacific. The Pacific's pretty well dead at this stage as we show on these expeditions. All I'm asking is something extraordinary. I am. I fucking get that. I need another 30,000 right away. Dream on. Nobody gives a fuck, Dana. I know that. But I have to say it in a case, just the pure hope that there is somebody else out there that got a boat sitting around or an extra house they're willing to sell and do the moral fucking thing. Because I can guarantee you in a short while, everybody's going to regret the fact that I didn't get the opportunities that I needed. Including all the universities will regret the fact that I didn't get out there and do because they steal all the data too, right? All the researchers worldwide will go over to my site, the nuclear proctologists, download all the pictures, and they don't gotta go out on the ocean. They don't gotta put together the expedition. They don't gotta beg or write up for money. They don't gotta wonder about it. They don't gotta put themselves in harm's way. They're gonna steal the data too, right? We can't help us without giving them that same information. The idea was to go do it because nobody else was going to do it. Very few are capable of doing it and doing it well. And, you know, there's 40-foot sailboats out there that are pretty rough, but they're very safe at 40 feet. They're huge, a lot more room. I can handle all kinds of worse stuff. But it's still no bigger benefit than the little one in one sense, right? Except they can tug the boats around, tug the equipment around. It's safe. 15,000. I mean, these are dirty fucking boats. These are 40-year-old boats you're looking at. The yacht I'm looking at is 40 years old. Enough to make you cry. I have to struggle. That's the way it is. I just can't struggle, do my job every day, have everybody fucking going off on me, everybody having to go at me, everybody trying to impose their fucking will on me instead of just getting there and helping me or keeping their fucking mouth shut and leave me alone. You got anything good to say, keep it shut. Don't, like, I don't know how many people are upset because I fucking replied to them, told them basically, mind your own fucking business. What am I supposed to do? Well, I drive away anybody at the same time? And there's nothing I can do about it. I got to have a life. I got to be able to do my job. And everybody is not willing to go do the job and don't understand, obviously, that going on the ocean, there's more to going on the ocean than there is to taking a sailboat and going out on a fucking lake. There's more to going on the ocean, taking a sailboat and just going out in your harbor and tacking around all day out safe and nice weather. I'm going into hell for 6 months and nobody's there to help me. No one's there to rescue me. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Obviously. I care about the planet. Fukushima consequences, unlimited space-time social dimension. It doesn't even have a limit. 30 million one-ton bags. No, you can pick that up every year. And it's in the same spot because all the trees are now radiated. All the leaves are radiated. All the pollen is radiated. All the trunks are radiated. All the rocks are radiated. They radiate everything around it, and they radiate everything around them. They radiate everything around it. The radiated pollen goes somewhere and lands. It radiates whatever around that. It never fucking stops. Japan's safety standards and radiation levels for children are unconscionable. I'm burnt out. And there's no end in sight until I die. This doesn't end for me. It ends you. You can click off, walk away. Click. Bye-bye, Dana. But I don't get to click off, see? I'm not like you. I got to work all day to sit here and tell this story. All night, all morning. The second I wake up, every day, I have to kick the shit out of myself to get the job done no matter what. Got to get done. Everything is about getting the job done. Everything I do, every second of every day, every minute, every waking moment, year after year, is about getting this job done. And I know lately I'm like this. It's because I got to get a job done. It gets done because I won't give it up. Because I'm Dana. That's how I roll. Human embryos in the U.S. likely bioaccumulating radioactive iodine. I'm putting out strong words, I suppose, because I want people to leave me alone. Just fucking donate to me and shut up. Fuck off and leave me alone. Stop telling me what to fucking do. What's wrong with your heads? What's wrong with you people to tell me what to do? You don't have a fucking clue, or you'd be doing it yourself. You'd be out there just like me. If you knew what was going on, you'd be just like me. You put the equipment together, you get out there, you get your fucking ass busy. If you're not out there, you ain't got your ass busy because you're not like me. You're not willing to put it all on the line or even think near it. And so, if you wish you were like me, then you should support me. There is no safe exposure to radiation. They pick up all these, fill up all these tanks, claim you can filter it when that's ludicrous assertions. You got 7,000 people there a day doing that. You got 260,000 that took the Bill of Rights wall around it. Nothing makes any sense anymore. 70,000 to deal with melter reactors that could be like that for 1,000 years. That's a lot of people, yeah? Absolutely, 7,000 people. But the Bill of Rights wall, to stop the water from running on the site, that took 260,000 people. I'm the bad guy, I get that. I need another 30,000. I want a 40-foot sailboat fully loaded. And I'm not going to sell nothing I got. No, not selling the camera. I'm not selling the Zodiac. I'm not selling my fucking rubber boots. At some point, I'll get my way. because that's. And then I'm going to keep all that. I'm going to get a big fucking 300-foot boat. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to get a float plane and a helicopter and a hovercraft. I'm going to have scientists and academics, journalists, and everybody else out there. I'll be sitting home, coordinating it, doing interviews while the whole operation is on the ocean at some point. Be a 100-foot barge with a big fucking 3-story house on it and a big $250,000 towboat towing around so everybody got a fucking place to hang out when they're not doing their research. I want it all. I want it all. I want all that for all the people. So long after I'm gone, they're fucking up the nuclear industry or building robots to deal with it or everything else. I want it all. Because otherwise, why do what I do? Why take all that knowledge and that goal, why stop there? Why do you think it's called a nuclearproctologist.org interplanetary non-nuclear think tank? That's what my corporation is. It's an interplanetary non-nuclear think tank, right? We don't want nuclear anywhere in the solar system because it's fission. It's unique to Earth. Fusion is the sun. And so, I don't want the job. If somebody wants to come here and crawl in my body, replace me, and take everything I got, you can have it. If you're going to do the job, you're going to raise the money, keep the operation going, do your streams 5 days a week, come out and bang into it. You can have the 6 gig orders while you're at it. Yeah, would you like that? I can help you. I'll tell you just what to say to get them pissed off. Radioactive rain caused 130 schools in Korea, South Korea. South Korea got radiated. And they're worried about North Korea doing testing because some of the radiation might come their way. But they got reactors all over the fucking place with radiation going into North Korea, and that's okay. We live in the stupidest place imaginable because nobody's willing to be like me and make a stand. You got 30 million one-ton bags. The government's answer to protecting children, besides picking up the bags, which is stupid, it's meant to trick them, is wear long-sleeve shirts while at school. So whoever says that should be thrown off a fucking building, period. I got no problem with that. If someone done it, I wouldn't be like, that was wrong. No, I'd be like, fuck, good for you. Way to go. New York Times exposes gleeful radiation expert trying to calm the public with bananas. Yeah? Is that why you left your communities behind? Because of like a banana? So why not arrest that piece of shit, the expert? Because everybody done it to you. Every fucking media you got out there and every university has done that to you. Every public speaker has done that Wizard of Oz effort to everybody. Every TV station has done it. Every fucking blog out there has been doing it. I got 6 gag orders because I called out the people for doing it. The corporations for doing it. Demons. Actual demons. And all anybody can think about is I cannibalize everything I got to get a piece of shit sailboat that is fucking stupid and is going to be idiotic for me. Because it's garbage. It's the most dangerous thing I could probably do is get that little fucking sailboat. But I have comfort. If I do it right, I can pull it off. If I'm going to don't mind tacking on another 3-4 more months, like a speedboat, I can do it in 6 months. But it's going to be fucking stupid, hellish. To do it in a little sailboat and tow the whole operation around, just multiply that by rates by about 10. So 60 months to get it actually done the same way I would do it. But I can go out and compromise, kind of. But I got to sit out in the weather all day just to sail a fucking boat. And so it's going to be stupid, but how else am I supposed to do it? I need a $100,000 budget to go out and run the coastline again to get a bigger boat for $40,000, a big boat, and then run the coastline. And if I don't do it, we're all going to regret it. Every fucking one of us will regret me not going. Everybody, even the ones that hate me, will regret me not going. Everybody on this planet will regret that I didn't go. I can assure you. Not just me, but we will fucking mourn the fact that I didn't go. But I don't even want to go. Why would I want to go? I want to go because it's got to get done. I've already done it. It has to be repeated. It's a nightmare. Now, like before, I was kind of happy. Oh, I'll take the boat, I'll put it on the trailer, right? And I'll take the vehicle and I'll drive up and I'll always have the vehicle and I won't have the headaches and we just launch here and launch there. Because that seemed like a desperate good idea. Way better than the thought of cruising up the coastline again. And it appeals to me getting a sailboat because I can store everything on the boat. I can take everything and do a better job. And I don't have to suffer. But maybe I'm meant to suffer. I don't know. Because sure as fuck I'm going to suffer long before I get going, long after I'm gone. I'm going to do nothing but suffering because that's all I'm doing now, isn't it? That's all I do every fucking day is I suffer. Desperate to raise the money to get the job done so I can finish this chapter. Everybody's solution is to sell whatever I got, then I got nothing to do the job with. And they got me tortured with it. They just won't leave me alone. So the whole day today is just me fucking going off on that. Leave me alone. If you don't want to help me, don't help me. But don't fucking torture me. If you're going to donate, don't hold it over my fucking head and then assault me for not liking your ideas. There's what, 4 people now fucking flipped on me? What's the sense of this? You won't go do it, but you want me to go do it, but you want me to go do it your way. And you're not even fucking capable of going out there. You don't even understand what I'm up against. You don't understand how hard it is to go out there for a week, let alone 6, 7, 8, 9 months, and make it back for sure. Radiological experts find 45 microsieverts. We got 6 minutes left. Just so burnt out. I can't even sleep anymore now because everybody's fucking having at me. Nobody wants to fucking just put down so I can get to the next stage of this. Everybody just wants to have a go at me. And but it's stupid anyway, taking the 8,000 that we got to buy the sailboat because then we got nothing left. It might take me 6 months to raise enough money to get back up the coastline. If I go up where I got now, it's going to be nothing but desperation. I'm just trying to solve the problems. And I'm trying to do it on a budget so tiny, even though some people that might sound like a lot of money. To do what I'm doing is not. It's just so tiny. I can't make a single mistake. Not a single mistake. And people don't get it. You don't understand what I'm fucking already been through, what I'm up against, what it takes, and what's ahead, what I have to get, what I need, what I got, where I'm going, what the weather's like, the royal west coast of fucking Canada. Anybody even understand what that word means? It's hopeless. Yet I will get up every day and fight with everything I got for the planet, for this opportunity, because the wolves are out there. UCB professor announces California radiation test. This was Kelp Watch, Carl Vetter, before they started, right? And you got CNN and BBC, Rupert Winfield Hayes, inside of a building that doesn't even exist. Every radioactive fallout brings a new batch of radioactivity. Radiation levels higher after decontamination. But see, this is a fake building. Right? They don't fill up all these tanks because of fake buildings. These are all homers. Those paper suits don't protect you from gamma shine, X-rays, and neutrons. Everybody's deceived to get the industry's jobs done. San Francisco, 18,000 above federal drinking water standards. Pennsylvania, 3,300% above drinking water standards. Do you think it's going to go away? It was detected in Hawaii, Southern California in April 2011, uranium-234. The buildings blew up. They detonated. These were amazing, massive chunks. That chunk you're looking there is the size of your house or bigger from the reactor buildings. Updated video. 20,000 people died right after Fukushima, not 14,000, of heart attacks and strokes because the radioactive fallout hit North America. So it was an abnormality, an increase of deaths. The paper suits can't protect you, even from the atoms. Because the suits are nothing can filter out the atoms, because you put 2 million on the head of a needle. And so they go right through the suits. Alaska professor, Fukushima fallout is a suspected factor in unusual mortality of seals and walruses, because the buildings really did catch fire and blow up. They're not fucking beautiful buildings. We have an emergency network that was supposed to help us know whether to take emergency actions, and they shut it all off. You got 30 million one-ton bags confirmed, 130,000, or over 100,000 different sites. This is an event. Here in New York, after Fukushima disaster, 3,400 atoms per cubic meter, 9 feet by 9 feet by 9 feet. This is the workers in Fukushima. They point where they build tanks. So 7,000 workers building tanks. Strawberries, mushrooms with cesium found in Northern California. 5 of the 6 food chain sampling tests of radioactive particles. You only needed one of those mushrooms, one of those strawberries to get a cancer, an illness, an autoimmune deficiency, an injury down the road. Just one. And it never goes away. Once you get an illness, it's never going away. 30 million one-ton bags. Berkeley claims no matter what happens in Fukushima, not going to be a problem over there. No. We're fine over here. See, the buildings on the inside doesn't look like that, but that's the official picture of this building. The building's completely gone. And they're out there arguing with you black and blue. The fuel pool is in the building that they built with cranes. There's not a building, it's just a framing. You really think for 1 second that thing there is inside of that, even though they're both official pictures, same as that? Where do you think that came from? Came from here. See, that never stops releasing. It never stops. Arizona, huge amount. What is that? They're building a sarcophagus around the building. So the workers, this is with cranes, pre-assembled, doing everything with remote control. So workers, the homeless, the destitute, there's no food, there's no nuclear workers there. When Sellafield melted down, they never went to the other nuclear power plants in Britain to get workers. They went to the theaters and took the people out of the back row. I'm cranky today, man. We got so much to get done. I got the whole world on my fucking shoulder, stomping on my back, jumping on it, not to go. To do everything but raise money, sell everything you got before you consider raising money. Who the fuck are you to be able to raise money, Dana? That's a good point. Who the fuck am I to be out there trying? You don't care. Why should I? Great. Does that make sense? Apparently it does to everybody but me and the people that hang out here and the people that know better. My apologies to those that can't handle my attitude. I can assure you a meek person won't get the job done. Only somebody that's willing to call it like it is, go do the work, not take the beatings but give them. That's the person who'll get the job done. I don't know who he is, where he's to, what he's doing. We should come by and solve some of these problems, because we got problems, real problems. We're in the hell. This is not going to go away. It's only going to get worse. The death of the Pacific is the end of it. Don't you get it? Don't you understand it? I'm not doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what you're supposed to do. I'm just you. I'm doing your job. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing your job because nobody else will do the job. Nobody seems to want. They'll want to do the job later, but it'll be too late. The species are gone. We got to go ahead and confirm it so the world can have a chance. That's all we're doing. We're trying to give the world a chance to fight for its life. I'm not the best person for the job, but I'm the one who will get the job done, I can assure you. Nothing will stop me. This might be hell getting it done, but nothing's going to stop me. My apologies to everybody. Hugs for everybody.